Good morning, Aquarius. This is going to be your video. I'm using my basic tarot deck, my rider deck. These give very, very clear messages since I read the messages on the energy of the card. Sorry, my dog might start barking. I hope not. I usually wait till she is done barking before I start my videos, but we will see. Alright, give me some cards for Aquarius. Cards for Aquarius. Everybody around here is still sleeping, so if I'm talking a little low, cards for Aquarius. I did a very big festival last weekend, so it took me a few days to kind of recover. Oops. Those two definitely want to come out. Alright, I need one more card for Aquarius. Then I'll pull some oracle cards. Hopefully my old dog doesn't get to barking. It gave us two. Alright, energy oracle. I need some new cards. I have lots of cards, but I get sick of them. I'm like, I want some new ones. My fortune telling deck. I'm going to take however many fall out. And I'm going to draw one more. My vampire oracle deck. And we got two romance angel deck. And I don't usually use these cards. These are major arcana only, and I'm being guided to draw one of those. All right. We have the Eight of Swords. And basically I'm trying to get away from talking so much about what this particular card is supposed to mean, because I've just been reading the energy of the card. So I'm trying to kind of get away from that. So basically the energy that I'm getting with this card is having your hands tied, having a situation where you feel like you have no control over it. Feeling powerless. And you're not powerless. The only reason you feel powerless is because your mind is telling you that you're powerless. You really need to rise above this situation and start thinking positive thoughts. That is what is going to remove you from the situation. Plus, look at what the situation is trying to teach you. And to clarify that card, we have strategy. So I feel like you've been a lot in your mind trying to figure out how you can get out of the situation that you're in. This is going to be paramount because you are going to have to change your mindset. You're going to have to stop looking at it in terms of self-limiting beliefs, of believing that there is no way out, that this is where you're stuck. And even if that is the case, it's going to be very important to accept everything that's going on. Don't resist it. And really look for what this is trying to teach you, because this is something you've experienced before that had to come up again because you have not learned what it is that you needed to learn. So someone is offering you something. They're offering you an olive branch. They're offering you, I feel like this particular person is a solution to your problem. They're offering you a way out. Like I said, it's like this olive branch that's been extended to you, and you are being asked to look at the situation from somebody else's perspective to try to see if there is another way that you can look at the situation besides how you have been looking at it. We have the Death card. Now, you could have experienced, an actual death, the death of a loved one that you are dealing with right now. But I feel like this is an ending to whatever it is that has came up, this particular situation. This is the ending to a situation that you keep putting yourself into. It's more like an ego death. It's more like shedding of the ego. And now you're able to see things from a higher light, from a higher perspective. So death to the ego, which the ego doesn't actually die. It just takes a back seat. This is like an identity crisis. This is the death of who you thought you were. And all of us are born into the bodies and the lives that we have with soul amnesia. We have this twisted sense of identity. So I feel like you're going through this identity crisis right now where you're realizing that you are not who you thought you were. And things are going to start making sense to you as to why things have happened the way that they've happened. This is that feeling like you have been betrayed. You've been left for dead, you've been abandoned, dark night of the soul energy. And the dark night of the soul happens when you are waking up from the fact that you are not who you thought you were. And really discovering all of the gems within, the gems that are you. But all of this had to happen for you to see that. It's almost like a tower moment. I'll be really surprised if the tower card is not in this deck, but didn't show up in the spread. Really waking up to the fact that things are not as you thought they were. You're going to start connecting the dots and start seeing why things had to happen the way that they did. And that is really amazing when that veil lifts and you're able to see that. Because we have the change card. And these are positive changes that are coming your way. At first they might not seem positive. At first you're like, well, because change is never easy for anyone. But these things are going to come in, and you're going to see them, and you're going to be like, wow, you know, this really is for the best. Things really are working out exactly like they're supposed to. This is amazing. And at that point, you will have more faith than you've ever had before in the universe, in the divine. You are leaving behind, it's almost like leaving behind your childish toys, your childish ways. It's almost like leaving behind your childish ways, your childish toys, and carrying on and leaving behind a lot of people who you thought would always be around you forever. Spiritual awakening is difficult. A lot of times we lose a lot of friends. We can lose our job. Just because things no longer resonate with us anymore. And so you are journeying alone for a while. But this doesn't have to feel lonely, you know, especially when you're able to tap into your spirit guides and your inner guidance and really connect there and really learn what it is that you're here to learn, or actually remember, because we already know these things, we just forgot them. We have to know personal evidence to speak out. So you're being asked to, you know, share your, you know, testimony with other people. Maybe you're meant to be a teacher on your spiritual journey. I'm feeling like for a lot of people, this is true. To really be able to tell people what is going on in the spirit world and how it affects the physical world. I feel like a lot of you are being guided to become teachers. You know, and the other thing is to make sure that you always speak your truth. Always speak your truth, and if you don't want to do something, don't do it. Stop people pleasing. Stop worrying about what other people are going to think about you. It's beautiful. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Only worry about what is in front of you. Be very, very present. Be very focused. And whatever task you have at hand, put your all into it. Don't be, you know, so many times I'll be driving, I'm like, man, I was thinking about everything but the road. So whatever it is you're doing, be very, and how you're present is if I would be driving and I'd be focused on the road and everything around me. That is pure presence. So you're being asked to be very, very present. Stop worrying about what other people are doing, how they see you, what they have, because you will have your own stuff, your own things to do, your own business. Nobility, honor high standards, idealistic. Even your ideology and your standards are changing. This happened for me too, because so many times I wanted to look around and judge other people for what they were doing or judge what's going on in the world. Once you reach a certain point of ascension, you realize that everything is playing out exactly like it's supposed to, because each and every one of us has our very own journey that we're to take, that we're learning what it's like to be human. We're learning about humanity. And so for some of us, we chose tougher experiences than others. So don't judge people, because everybody is doing what they came to do, even if it seems bad. That was the hardest thing for me to grasp, even if it seems bad. We're all going to end up where we need to be at, and we're all learning, and we're all having these experiences, and these are all things that each and every one of us signed up for. So if you can learn to mind your own business, keep your eyes on your own paper, that is the inner guidance that is coming through right now for you. Try not to get caught up so much in what's going on in the world, what's going on with other people, and really focus and really be present on your own situation, because remember, you have this situation here where you feel like your hands are tied and they're not. And the strategy is to practice presence, release your self-limiting doubts and fears, and see your way out of the situation. A lot of times we will sit and we will beg the universe for things. Like, this is what I want. I'm waiting for it. I don't want to do anything but wait for the thing that I want. That's it. But you don't understand that a lot of experiences that come into your life are to prepare you for that thing that you want. So by waiting, you're stagnant, and you're also in this energy of lack, that you don't have what it is you're trying to have. When you pray or meditate, do so from a place of gratitude. Gratitude for the power that you have as a co-creator with the universe, that you are able to create these scenarios in your life. And even if you attract different situations into your life and you don't understand why, understand it's part of the bigger plan. That was the hardest thing for me, because I was like, okay, am I a co-creator, or is there a divine design for my life? Well, there is. The big things are the divine design. Now, anything in between, we're creating, we're attracting lessons, we're attracting preparation for the big things. And sometimes on a soul level, we want to experience more stuff. So that's why I said, don't judge things that show up. Just look at them and try to learn what it is that you're supposed to learn from them. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I think we all have issues with our parents, a lot of us. And that could be some of that judgment too. Some of that judgment, judging our family, judging things that they did, choices they made, so-called mistakes that they made, which really are not mistakes. It's just things that have to happen. And if you can look at it that way. And also, what helped me too was, I had to forgive my parents, that they did the best that they could with their upbringing. And we are here to clear out these family patterns, these family cycles that we've been stuck in, that our parents, our grandparents, their grandparents have been stuck in. We're here to clear those out. So try to be more forgiving, but be forgiving for you instead of others, because it's got you stuck in the past, stuck repeating these types of situations here. Perseverance. That was the first word that I got with this card. Perseverance, not wanting to give up, being very resilient, not wanting anything to have you feeling so down that you can't pick yourself back up. Victory. And victory looks different for different people. For me, victory is peace. Victory's having peace of mind. It's not so much material gain or triumphing over other people or winning in a competition, but it's peace. So really check in with what victory looks like for you. What does victory look like? How would that feel? Justice. So you've kind of been stuck in this mode where you want justice. You want this like karma train to come and affect these people who have hurt you, who have been disloyal to you, who have left you behind. Karma really isn't a thing. It's more or less like this boomerang of energy that you send out. Whatever you send out, you get back in return. So try not to be so focused on other people getting what's coming to them that you block your own blessings, because this is a very blocking energy when you want to just shoot arrows at somebody. I've been there, trust me. And a lot of times, you know, when you send out that message, you send out that energy, it comes back on you. So make sure that you release this and understand nothing goes unchecked. Nothing goes unchecked. So just kind of leave it in the hands of the divine, of the universe, and trust and have faith that everything's working out just like it's supposed to. Well, Aquarius, this is your reading, and if you would like to have a personal reading, they are $25 through the end of August, which I know we're getting close. Took me forever to get through these videos, but it takes a lot out of me to make these videos because I really put my all into it, so I hope you understand. I'll include my contact information in the description of the video. Thank you for watching, Aquarius.